right. Welcome everyone to episode 35 of Golden Truth. We got Jason, we got Aaron. We're gonna break down a whole lot of free agency moves. Who's right now winning free agency? Who's losing free agency? And who are the teams that need to improve a little more with the draft being a little on over a month away. But first and foremost, I'd like to check in on our guest. We know how Jason's doing. He's a sad ass Golden Knights fan right now, about to
Oh,
be a
shut
sad ass
up. They
Dodger
won
fan.
today. They won today,
Um,
okay?
being a sad
Yeah.
ass Dodger
Go
fan
tonight.
here coming up in a week.
I'm gonna be
The
a happy
regular
Dodgers fan. They're
season will
gonna
be
win.
kicking off
Let me know.
in
Let me know, Jason, when you
Korea.
make commentaries on
Um,
baseball games.
in Korea, the Dodgers, that is, this Wednesday and Thursday, right, Jason? So we're not live streaming those games because that's
No way.
that's brutal for us. 3 a.m., 6 a.m. No.
Yeah.
Just
We are
no.
streaming Friday night, Aaron, if you want to.
But we are streaming
Baseball
Friday
games?
night. That's
Yeah.
their first home game, right?
Yeah, it's called a freeway series because it's not technically the opener. But yeah, first home game.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure you guys check that out. We got
go to
Aaron
next month,
also, and we have not checked in with Aaron since the AFC and NFC championship stream. So Aaron, how have you been over the last month and a half?
Aside from crying because the Ravens didn't make it.
Well, you mean the Ravens got screwed, basically. I 15 penalties that should not have been called.
Well, like I said, you should not allow the refs to do what they do.
They want their Swifties.
Well, no, but Lamar should have been up by 30 points. And then if the refs made bad calls, the refs made bad calls. Who cares?
There ain't no damn way Lamar was going to get up by fucking 15, like fucking 30 points when the refs were being dickheads right from the get-go.
No, they were fine in the first half. It was the second half where they really went at it. And the first half, Lamar struggled.
First
Anyway.
half, he struggled, but it doesn't matter. What's done is done. Lamar will not get another Super Bowl shot.
Oh,
we'll talk about that here in a second because I really like their free agency that they had.
That may be the case, but it's not going to solve the fact that the referees are on the side of the Chiefs.
I mean, the Chiefs have. We'll get into that. But all right, whole spiel. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to both of Jason and our channels. Again, like I said, we do cross live streams for the majority of all sports. We have yet to do a basketball live stream.
Aaron Facts and 852 on TikTok.
Because it would be really, really hard for us to do.
Yeah.
But we do well. Jason's right now on strike right now. Even though I haven't gotten any of his representatives to come up to strike a deal. For hockey, because apparently the Golden Knights, even though they won today, they have been losing. But like I said, we're kicking off baseball regular season this upcoming week. So. But all right, without further ado, dudes, let's get into free agency. And the way that we're going to do this, we're going to break it team by team. And if there's a team that really hasn't done anything, we'll just skip over them, or we'll talk about what they need to do in the draft or in the later periods of free agency. Because free agency, even though it starts the first week or so, there's also another hot period. Either right after the draft or maybe right before preseason, where they let go of hot commodities and other teams pick them up. So we'll talk about that as well.
By the way, we could do a whole damn stream on the simple fact that teams are getting rid of players they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But first team up on the docket is the Buffalo Bills. We got Mitchell Trubisky re-signing with the Buffalo Bills after being 2 weeks away. And give me 1 second. You guys talk about Mitchell Trubisky going back to the Bills while I take care of some business.
It's inconsequential.
I don't think
the most inconsequential re-signing in NFL history.
I mean, it doesn't make a clear difference. The biggest problem that the Bills have right now is that in the 1990s, they went 4 times to the Super Bowl and they still lost. In the 2020s, They have been in the playoffs at least 3 times, and they've still lost to the Chiefs. There's
the job.
And that excuse that Josh Allen's not at home, and you got to have him at home.
I don't give a shit if he's at home or not.
That is bull crap, and we proved it. They proved it was bull crap. Now, again, it's a heartbreaking ending when your kicker can't do what they need to do. But should you leave it to your kicker, or should you leave it to your quarterback and your wide receivers and your tight ends and your running backs?
It's very true, though. It's called having a well-rounded team is what it's called.
It's called not leaving your team in that kind of dangerous situation.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a well-rounded team, you don't have to worry about your kicker being the one to win the damn game for you.
Yeah, but here's the thing also. Like, the Buffalo Bills released a lot of their players, though. Even though they really re-signed.
Mitchell Trubisky is inconsequential. What's the likelihood of Josh Allen going down with injury? Not very likely.
Well, here's the thing. Josh Allen has a habit of running the football, and he doesn't know how to slide. He'd be taking big hits, so never say never.
How many years is good in the NFL and he still doesn't go down with injury? I'm more likely to believe that he won't this year. I mean, crazier things have happened. I mean, Lamar stayed healthy, but
well,
yeah.
The point is,
here's the thing, and if on the screen here, we do have some of their free agency signings, which they do have. They did bring in. They got rid of Gabe Davis, who, in my opinion, aside from that one playoff game that he was red hot with against Kansas City a couple of years ago, really was not a proven WR2. He just wasn't. But they did bring in Curtis Samuel, who is a proven WR2 or even a WR3 option. Do you think that the Bills have done enough, bringing in someone to help out Stephon Diggs and actually legitimately help out Stephon Diggs?
They need versatility. They need somebody who can be a wide receiver but also do well on kickoff returns.
Yep. I think they need someone who can run. They need someone whose catches are meaningful. They need someone who can be a target and a reliable target. I think they need someone who can play wide receiver / tight end. And I don't know that Curtis Samuel can. Maybe you know him better than I do, Oscar, because he was on the Commanders. But have they done enough? No, absolutely not. I think Stephon Gilmore needs a lot more help.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'll do you one better as to say that, if there's one thing I can say that the Bills have definitely done better at, it was changing the culture of the team to where they're a lot better off than they were. So I will give definite kudos to that.
But and you can change the culture all you want, that culture is not leading them to a Super Bowl.
Damn right it's not.
No, I don't. The Bills' window was wide open last year, so if they weren't able to do it last year, they're not gonna. It's sad. Josh Allen is gonna. I'm torn between naming him and Lamar Jackson this generation's Phillip Rivers.
I think it's definitely going to be Lamar, unfortunately.
No. I'll tell you why. Hold on. These chips are good. The reason I'll give it to Josh Allen is because how many times has Josh Allen knocked at the door? What, 3-4 times lately? How many times has Josh Allen not gone to the Super Bowl and been broken hearted by the Chiefs? Oh, the Chiefs won in overtime, which is why we got the new overtime rules. Okay, Bills, you should do a lot better now after 22. Nope. What happened last year? Got blown out.
Look at the divisions that they're in, though, too. The AFC North, in my opinion, is much tougher than the AFC East.
I mean, they have been dominating the AFC East recently.
Them and the Dolphins, I'll say. It's been a 2-team race between the Dolphins and the Bills every single year. The AFC North, you can have 3 out of the 4 teams in the AFC North have injured starting quarterbacks, and 3 teams from that division still make it to the playoffs.
It's a unique division for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're in a position right now where Lamar. I mean, and I hate saying this because I would love to have more faith in them. but you've got a much tougher division for Lamar and the Ravens than you do Allen and the Bills.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, regardless of how tough the division has been on the AFC North and Lamar and all them, the Bills have simply had the easier schedule. If you want to put your argument on the table, Aaron, and they still haven't made it.
I mean, that's a fair point too.
We still have a lot of time to go in free agency. They could make some pretty good moves next week. We just don't know about it yet. This week's been a disappointment for the Bills.
I think that their defense needs to be more shored up.
Yeah, and they, again, like I said, they released a lot of their players. Like, they got rid of Tre'Davious White. They got rid of Jordan Poyer, who are two mainstays on their defense, and others.
They haven't been that good since Von Miller was with them.
Yeah.
Von Miller is still with them. It's just that he's older, and
he's older. But my point is they're not. I mean, the reason why Von Miller was so feared, and you guys can tell me if you disagree. I'm fully okay with that. But the reason that he was so feared is simply because he would be lined up in so many different areas. Teams wouldn't know where Von Miller was going to be on the field to defend him.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you're in a position where, because he's getting older and because teams aren't knowing how to utilize him, he's only being lined up in one spot and getting double blocked on pretty much every down.
All right. So moving on from the Buffalo Bills, we're just gonna touch up a little bit on the Dolphins. I don't see any important free agency moves on their end, honestly, aside from signing the aforementioned Jordan Poyer, the former Buffalo Bill, with the Dolphins. Dolphins
Miami,
still aren't going. They're still meh. No, I'm not a.
Miami, get a freaking running back.
They got Devon Achane. Didn't he prove that?
Yeah, but he's injury prone.
Yeah, I don't know that he proved it either. I mean, he was okay. Yeah, and that too. You need to sign two more running backs and have him as a running back number 3.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do. And they tried with Raheem Mostert, and guess what? He's also injury prone.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I guess enough said there. Moving on to the Patriots.
Oh God!
So
Trevor Lawrence is the new starting quarterback.
They traded away. Let's start off with this. They traded away Mac Jones
to the Jaguars.
For a 4th round. What was it? A 6th round pick.
And Trevor Lawrence.
No, Trevor Lawrence is still with the Jaguars.
Yep.
And from what I heard, he was going to New England.
Nope. He's not here on the list.
I'd laugh my ass off if he was, though.
Right. But right now, the QB1 right now is Jacoby Brissett.
Oh my God. That's desperation.
Literally, you can see it on the screen, Aaron.
Desperation right there. If I've ever seen a desperate decision, that's like
this is it.
That's like basically asking a crackhead to own a rock to guard a rock of crack.
Oh, okay.
Put it this way: Jacoby Brissett is about as good of a quarterback as we are car drivers.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm really good at that.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Well, when I was driving her, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Jacoby Brissett, the last time he had any sort of a good run, believe it or not, was when he was playing for Cleveland.
I mean, the Patriots are focused on rebuilding. I mean, they got rid of Bill Belichick after 25 years. Almost a quarter of a century. Damn.
Not of love goes to Russell Wilson goes.
He is a century years old.
So like, I mean, they're rebuilding, but again, I mean, they are going to take one of the top quarterbacks in this draft. I mean,
but they don't have Jacoby Brissett is not a mentor type.
No,
But he's not a mentor type, but he does have experience.
He does, but I mean, well, let's put it this way: between you and me, who would you rather have teaching you something? Someone who actually teaches for a living.
So do I. But here's the thing:
teaching people how to be assholes isn't teaching.
Jason, he just got you, dude. He just got you, dude.
Just because Oscar, look, I know your Chinese channel is trying to teach people about the Communist Party, but that doesn't count as teaching.
Jason, do I have to kick you out?
The new Red Scare.
It's true. I'm gonna get McCarthy on here.
Oh shit.
You gotta also think of it this way: you're taking a college player. He's probably 18, he's probably 19, 20 years old.
And you want to mold him after Jacoby fucking Brissett? Are you serious?
And you're putting him in the biggest, on the biggest landscape in the world.
Oh my god, yeah.
You need someone that can calm him down. The jitters are gonna be like this. I mean,
I'll give Jacoby Brissett is a proven veteran, and he's in a situation where he's with another team that doesn't have the talent around him. I feel like if he had the talent around him to succeed, I feel like he at least would be able to lead the Patriots to 6 or 7 wins. The Patriots don't have that right now, so
there's a lot they don't have, but we can't. We don't have all night long.
They don't have lockers on the locker room.
They signed Antonio Gibson, Mr. Sir Fumbles a lot.
Actually,
who signed to a 3-year, $30 million deal.
Oh, boy.
Actually, you're thinking of Ezekiel Elliott.
13 million. Sorry, 13 million. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever.
If you're talking about Mr. Fumbles, like you're talking about Ezekiel Elliott. That's not by the way, Jason. That's not a dig at the Cowboys. That's just a dig at Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, Ezekiel Elliott was washed, and the Cowboys wanted to give him
a lot. He did,
and
the man.
Well, they said that he was going to torment the Cowboys. I don't. The Cowboys weren't afraid of Ezekiel Elliott.
They had 21 reasons why they weren't afraid of him.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the Jets real fast. Really nothing major here. Just basically on things what they need to improve on with Aaron Rodgers coming back from that torn Achilles. They did shore up the quarterback room a little bit. They got a proven backup in Tyrod Taylor, but they gotta fix that offensive line. They have done next to nothing to improve that offensive line.
Tyrod Taylor's a good. I don't think so.
He's a good backup.
A backup shit stain on the
he's better than Zach. He's better than Zach Wilson.
That's setting the bar pretty damn low, don't you think?
That's really low. That's like your balls.
Better than Zach Wilson.
Your balls. I mean, I don't know. I'll take that. It's a coin toss for sure, but I'll take Zach Wilson over Tyrod Taylor.
I'll take Tyrod Taylor.
If Tyrod Taylor could still run with the football, I would take Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, but he's not mobile anymore.
That's what I'm saying. He's not mobile. Tyrod Taylor in his prime was mobile. That man could fool some folks.
Oh yeah, and he was able to escape pressure too, but now. I mean,
now he gets hit more than a bass drum.
Oh.
All right. So we're gonna move on to the AFC North. Give me 1 second while this page loads.
Please excuse Oscar while he takes forever.
No, it's right. No, it's right here. Oh. All right. So here's a move that let's talk about the Ravens. So Derrick Henry. This goes back to our Ravens conversation for about a few moments ago. Derrick Henry to Baltimore. Do you think that this is enough for the Ravens to finally get over that hump?
It depends on how the Ravens play this, and I'm going to tell you why. If they think that Derrick Henry is going to be the answer to all their problems, then it's not going to happen. He has to run alongside. He has to be able to run alongside J.K. Dobbins. I'm talking back and forth. I'm talking sharing carries, because Derrick Henry is not what he used to be. He's not, in the sense of handling physicality. He's not what he used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to have the designed quarterback runs, and you need to have this two-headed running attack. You could have J.K. Dobbins as the bruiser and Derrick Henry as the speed.
I feel like it would be a reverse. I think it would be a reverse role just because I feel like Derrick Henry is a little older, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, I don't think of him as mobile as much as he used to be just even a couple seasons ago. And it's just human biology. That's just what happens. You get older, you ended up looking like Oscar. But, but
he's on you today, bro.
I know he's bitter. I know he's bitter about his Golden Knights being sad, so I'll give him a pass.
Hey, they're good today. We don't know about tomorrow or Tuesday.
Okay. You see how he deflects, Aaron?
He does kind of deflect, actually.
Yeah, but still, I got you. Anyway, yeah, I think he's a little older. I think I give this a C trade.
I say it's a tentative B, and I'm going to say it depends on how the Ravens play it. Go back to the Cowboys the year that they had star after star after star. They didn't play it right. They had a lot of mouths to feed. They had pissed off people. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
If the Ravens don't play this right, if they don't use the players in the right way, it's going to flop.
I mean, again, a lot of the analysts are kind of overhyping the Ravens, and they did re-sign a lot of their defensive pieces. But here's the thing: they lost their top-notch defensive coordinator to the Seattle Seahawks, who's now their head coach. So who knows if that the guy that they brought in is going to be as good.
To me, in my opinion, if that's the case, then there goes the Seahawks as contenders in the NFC West, because defensive-minded head coach need at least a year or two to adjust to having to think about both sides of the ball.
That's true. Well, true. And
you have every right to disagree with me. I'm just telling you what I think from.
No, and you also have a lot of Pete Carroll's camp still there. So now you got to bring in your guy. You don't have a viable
quarterback. Geno Smith isn't your guy either.
No, he's not.
And everybody thinks, oh, he's going to get a revival to his career. No, he's not.
No.
I got a better chance I got a better chance of getting a revival to my toilet after I take a dump.
Whoa, buddy.
I don't know what's wrong with me today, I swear.
Oh. All right. So next up is the Cincinnati Bengals, who in my opinion went from contenders to now who knows, because they got rid of Joe Mixon. They brought in Zach Moss. Whatever.
T. Higgins wants to trade. But I still think that.
But right now he is on the franchise tag, so
I still think that Joe Burrow is one of those guys where I do think he could throw a no name into a star.
Well, first off, he's got to get back on the horse because he's injured.
That is true.
I think if there's anybody who could do this, is what I'm talking about though, with the skill of the AFC North as a division. I fully have faith in the fact that right now, I think if anybody could pull it off and do it, I think Joe Burrow could. I think it's the
when
same
he's not injured.
But again, that was his first injury in how many years?
But it was severe enough to take him out, and who knows if he's going to even be good enough when he gets back?
Do you think he's going to have field rust?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So you think that he's not going to be able to be the same player he was?
I think in the beginning he's
Unfortunately, I feel like the AFC now is so loaded that Joe Burrow's chance of winning a Super Bowl is.
He may not win a Super Bowl, but I guarantee you he's going to take more of his fair share of division titles away from Baltimore once he's back.
Okay, but how good are division titles? I mean, come on.
Cowboys
have won how many?
The Ravens were number one.
Not in the Super Bowl.
I mean, the Ravens were number one and still got beat by number 6, number 7.
Doesn't matter. Like most teams that win the division, most don't make it to the Super Bowl. Just saying.
But my point being is that I feel like, again, in the next few years, a lot of these teams, I think the Chiefs were unique enough where they could have come in from a wild card where they could have come in from a wild card and still gotten it all.
Well, the Chiefs, yes, they had that energy. I didn't think they did, but they did, and we thought they were dead. I mean, they were dead in the water. But then you have the refs, but then you also have the fact that teams like the 49ers let them stick around. And teams
Agreed.
like the Ravens let them stick around. What happens when you let Tom Brady stick around? Tom Brady's going to do what Tom Brady does. What happens when you leave Aaron Rodgers sticking around? Aaron Rodgers is going to do what Aaron Rodgers does. And
Although
same
that's
thing for Mahomes, if you let him stick around and you don't score that extra touchdown, Brock, and Ayuk and Kittle.
Kittle. Thank
That's
you.
why we missed that in the Super Bowl. Oscar did it, and it was
weird.
Anyway,
it was creepy.
The point is, if you let those guys stick around, they're going to do what those guys do. And so that's why the Chiefs got ahead, was because every team let them do what they do. If you don't let them do what they do, guess what? Mahomes is out.
Well, let me ask you this, because I asked you guys this question, and you guys told me no. So I'm gonna ask you this question, and I'm gonna see if your answer has changed. Do you think, above all else, knowing what you know now, that Mahomes is the next Brady?
Yes.
Yes.
Because both of you guys said no to that beginning of last year. So, and I said yes. I was right.
You were also wrong about Desmond Ridder.
I was, granted, but we can for the Falcons, we can definitely get into why that definitely doesn't fucking matter now.
Yeah. Anyway, let's break down the Cleveland Browns real fast. The one notable thing that they did was trade for Jerry Jeudy. Do you think that this is
Judy's
enough?
son or something? Or
he's gonna be a good opposite of Amari Cooper on the other side.
Yeah, but if Deshaun Watson can't get his shit together, why does that matter?
Man, that man could live in a bathroom and still not get shit together.
You're not wrong.
That's why we call him Massage Boy Deshaun Watson.
Well, he'll be a backup to some dinky ass no name in a few years, or he'll end up like Colin Kaepernick and just blacklisted.
Oh, anyway, all right. So here's the topic that I expect that it's going to take a while for us to move on to, just because they did the most unexpected thing ever. Pittsburgh first, they sign.
Oh boy,
Russell Wilson.
I feel bad for Kenny Pickett.
Friendly deal. And then they trade Justin Fields. So first question that I have is this a good move, or do you think that it's going to blow up in their faces?
It's going to fucking blow up in their faces. This is exactly what Washington did the year they drafted Kirk Cousins and RG3 in the same damn year.
I'm going to disagree.
Please expand on that before before Jason.
First off, Kenny Pickett. I'm very, very sorry for Kenny Pickett, because he has not been playing poorly. He has not been playing that badly for Pittsburgh. Like, I think he has shown that he is a good franchise quarterback for them, for what the Steelers need right now. Kenny Pickett, I think, has a better chance of doing well for Pittsburgh than Justin Fields or Russell Wilson do. I believe that you have shown, if you're Pittsburgh's organization, you have shown that you now have zero faith in Kenny Pickett as a player. And I think it's a bad move. I don't see the offense does not suit the skill set for Fields or Wilson. And I think you need to give Kenny Pickett a shot. One of those two. Maybe one of them would have been okay to get, but why both?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Your rebuttal, Sir Fluffsy.
Yes, Mr. Xi Jinping. Here's my rebuttal.
You guys are the best, man. I swear, I fucking love these streams. Just like dogging each other. I can just sit back here. I love it, dude.
That's gotta be a short for sure. So here's exactly why I disagree. Now let me handle Russell Wilson first. Russell Wilson with Sean Payton was a really bad match. Sean Payton is a hard ass. Sean Payton is a hard ass, in your face, kind of military style, loud, rambunctious, on like riding your ass kind of coach, right?
Just like you like him.
Russell Wilson already gets that. I didn't hear that, but
continue. I'm sorry, but that was.
I don't even know what he said.
It was after you said Sean Payton's like a ride your ass coach, and I said just like you like him.
Well, I'd rather your dick in my ass. So
Okay.
Hey, my
At least I have
goodness
subtlety.
gracious.
Come on now.
Oh my God, Aaron. So Sean Payton's that kind of guy that's in your face, yelling, screaming.
What is he laughing at now?
Jason said Sean Payton isn't in your face, and then I said with his dick.
Oh my God. We can never have a nice podcast.
We do. It's just fun at the same time.
While the adults do the talking because Aaron's a child.
Hey, it takes one to know one.
Yeah, but you're 2, I'm 5. There's a difference. I'm more mature.
Okay, hurry up. Make your point, Jason.
I want to point my dick at Aaron. Anyway, okay. So Sean Payton's that guy that yells at you, screams at you, he's a hard ass, right? Kind of like Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
And Russell Wilson already gets that from his wife at home. So Sierra.
Get that Russell machine.
Yeah. So he's not going to want to have his wife yelling at him on the field. No, in all seriousness, if you remember that altercation on the bench, right, on the sidelines with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson this last season, that was not a good thing for football, I don't think. And those two just could not get along to save their lives. This is a good move, I think, because Mike Tomlin can, I think the first reason is Mike Tomlin he's not going to tell them what to do offensively. I don't know who their coordinator is anymore. Who's their offensive coordinator?
I don't even know who it is.
Fucking
Aaron McPherson. Aaron Scormson doesn't know either. So
kiss my ass.
Anyway,
I can't believe you just did that.
I mean, his deepest fantasies fulfilled. His deepest fantasies fulfilled.
What the heck did I just witness?
Hey, Oscar, Jason's deepest fantasies fulfilled. That is his mating call right there. You guys are fucking amazing.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Anyway.
Fucking love it.
Okay. I can do this now. Finish your point so that way we can talk about freaking Justin Fields, please.
Okay.
What a fucking great day.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck. God help us all.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Oh shit.
Okay.
All right, so the point is, Mike Tomlin can help fix his psyche a little bit. Like, hey, You're Russell Wilson. You're good at football. You're this. You're whatever he needs to do, and their offensive coordinator can tell Russell Wilson what to do. I think he's better for the Steelers because I don't think Kenny Pickett can read the game as well as Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson's a better fit. I think the coaches are a better fit for him. I think the organization's a better fit, and they have made some questionable decisions in the past. As for Russell Wilson, and that's why I think it's a good deal. I'm sorry. As for Justin Fields, the Bears are an upside down, chin down organization. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Their coaches did not know how to coach Justin Fields, and they kept him in the pocket and didn't let him run enough. And so if you have a mobile quarterback like Justin Fields and you have a guy like Russell Wilson, if Russell Wilson does bad and you can develop Justin Fields in a better organization with better coaching than the Chicago.
Then trade Kenny Pickett.
Sure, trade Kenny, or you keep him as number 3.
He is not a good number. He would not. He is overqualified.
Or keep him at number 2. Keep him at number 2. Justin Fields is number 3. That's fine. Or you trade Kenny Pickett, whatever it is. I think this is a good deal for Justin Fields. I'm not sure if it's a good deal for the Steelers yet. I think it's a good deal for Justin Fields. One, because he can get better development, better coaching, better stance, right? And number 2, his stock value goes up. So if it doesn't really work out here in Pittsburgh this coming season, or this season now, then at the end of the year, he can say, hey, guys, I'd like to go. And if they do trade him, then they can tell another team's going to see, okay, the stock went up. So, that was funny.
I mean, me personally,
I think
Justin Fields, I don't see I think it's a better fit for Russell Wilson than it is for Justin Fields because the Steelers aren't known for having mobile quarterbacks like that.
And they're not known for running gadget plays either.
You're a gadget play.
By the way,
by this move alone, 2 out of those 3 quarterbacks' careers will be ruined forever by it.
By the way, what do you guys think about Le'Veon Bell saying that he's making a comeback?
No, he's not.
It depends on what team he goes to, but I think
it's rumored to be
injury prone.
Yeah, he's not making a comeback at all.
Which team did he say he was going to?
Pittsburgh.
No, not happening.
No.
The AFC North is so tough he'll get his ass kicked the first day and retire after the first goddamn game.
True.
He's not. You want to talk about washed? He's more washed than my clothes. I mean,
yeah, damn, that's funny.
He's out. I mean, that there's just, that fighter that you see in boxing, and you're like, oh, come on, dude. Or like that guy, that dad or that grandpa, that he loves his job too much, but he's like screwing it up, and no one has the heart to tell him like, hey, sir, you got to get out now.
Sort of like what Tom Brady would have been like in a couple of years if he hadn't retired.
Yeah, this is him right now.
This Le'Veon Bell, yeah, no, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah,
and actually, I think give Bailey Zappi a couple of hits to the head, and he'll be like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's break down some of the Houston moves actually, and they go hand in hand with what along with what the Cincinnati Bengals did. So, Joe Mixon goes from Cincinnati to Houston. Aaron, do you think that
better fit for him? Because I think C.J. Stroud needs a good running back to branch off of.
Yeah, because I feel like they relied, in my opinion, Houston this past year, and granted, they by leaps and bounds surprised everyone, but I feel like they relied on C.J. Stroud way too much to save them. So if they have a balanced running game, then they'll be straight.
And that's another reason why I think with what C.J. Stroud is known for, I actually think this could be a good move. And I think, again, it also comes down to how do they play it? How do they play it?
Yeah, true. All right, Indianapolis Colts. Not many notable moves aside from bringing in Joe Flacco as a veteran backup.
So here's what I'm curious of. I'm curious if Richardson needs to come back, and I think we need to be able to see because we did not get a good enough view of him because of his injury. We did not get a good enough look at how good he is. Agreed?
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, they traded Mac Jones. Wow,
Traded for Mac Jones.
Man, this 2021 draft class was sad.
And most of them are
the
in the
only
same
active
now.
dude now is really just Trevor Lawrence.
How Laurentian of them. I think it's dumb. I think it's all really, really dumb because yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is that you've got so many players now that I mean, it's the same thing that's happening when they don't work out with the team they're drafted with. They all end up on the same team.
Well, my problem is if Trevor Lawrence is gone, and I bet you that they were thinking, okay, we've had you for X number of years, Lawrence, and you still haven't gotten us anywhere. However, I would argue that Lawrence actually did help improve the Jaguars.
I think he's their best choice for. I think they could have kept him going because towards the later part of the season.
He's still there. It's his fourth year now. If he gets the fifth year option, who knows?
Well,
I think with them bringing in Mac Jones, they're going to try to.
Yep.
They're going to try to install. I think the Jaguars are so desperate to win now and so desperate to prove themselves with the AFC South basically being open for grabs. They're thinking that bringing in Mac Jones is going to give them get them in the playoffs every year, and it's not going to happen.
Oh, it's not going to happen. And a lot of people would argue, oh, maybe it's because he didn't have great coaching under Coach Belichick. Maybe.
No, he did.
But no, Coach Belichick's his win-lose streak was not that great.
No, he definitely hasn't.
So, and I think his coaching he tried to coach Mac Jones like he coached Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I don't know if Coach Belichick knew this, but how do I put this? Hold on a second. Oh yeah, Mac Jones and Tom Brady. Yeah, they're two different people. Yeah,
I love in the memes that we watch. He's always like, Dad.
Yeah.
It's true though, for real, man. Dad. This shit's great.
But so will the Jaguars be able to coach him right? I think they have a good thing with Trevor Lawrence going. I think they can put Mac Jones as a backup. The one thing they don't want to do is what do they call it? Like when you're so desperate, you make desperate moves just to win, and then you end up losing in the end anyway. Like I don't know what the phrase is, but they can't just
drunk off your ass.
That would also be disrespectful to Trevor Lawrence. Oh, well, I know you're on your fourth year and you're probably going to get a fifth-year option, but yeah, let's put Mac Jones above you. No.
See, that's how I feel about what happened with Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, but Trevor Lawrence has done more for Jacksonville than Kenny Pickett's done for the Steelers.
You're not wrong.
I find that hard to believe.
What are you talking about? Trevor Lawrence, against all odds, took the Jaguars to a playoff game, won that playoff game, and won it from behind. What has Kenny Pickett done?
I mean, if it wasn't for him, George Pickens wouldn't nearly have the season he did.
So, but as a team, collectively, they didn't do nothing. They had losing seasons. So what's the point of having Kenny Pickett?
Aside from me flipping my shit.
Well, you do that anyways. You do that anyways when you almost found out that Kenny Pickett was going
That's
to
what I meant, you genius.
Woo, that's always going to be the best clip ever.
Oh, yeah. Especially because Oscar flips his shit more than a chef in a bathroom.
He flips his shit more than a girl who's texting and driving and flips her car over.
Okay. There's that.
That got dark real fast.
That got really...
Just ask the African Americans.
Oh,
Oh,
and you thought I was gonna go there.
oh, look, the Packers. Okay, so apparently Darnell Savage, who was with the Packers for a long time, actually went to Jacksonville. So, do you think that the Jacksonville Jaguars have actually helped out their secondary? Because that was their main problem this past year, was their secondary.
I think it depends on how they play him. How do they use him?
The way they use you.
Everyone does.
Oh, that's not something you want to admit, you fucking whore. No wonder you dated Maddie. Okay.
Actually, she would be a modern day Swim fan.
Oh.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, before this goes even darker, let's talk about the Tennessee Titans. Some notable moves that the Titans made are Calvin Ridley went to them.
Oh yeah.
And of course, the NFL thing just decided to jump again.
I think, again,
do you think is that a solid? Is he going to be WR1 or WR2?
WR2 for sure. He is not. He has no. Ever since the whole gambling thing, he has lost the ability to be able to be WR1.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think that the Tennessee Titans are now just a legitimate quarterback away from contending again, or do you think they need to rebuild further?
Rebuild further. They had a chance when they were had a chance when they were they had a chance when they were they had a chance when they were trying to use Julio Jones, and they didn't make the most of him. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, now Julio Jones is a Super Bowl champion with another team, so.
No, he's not.
Julio Jones?
Yeah, he never won a Super Bowl.
I thought he was with Tampa Bay.
No, he came in after their Super Bowl.
Oh, I swear to God, I thought he was okay.
Yeah, no, he definitely wasn't there. Again, I think it's another situation where he could have been legitimate with them, but he wasn't. I think how do I explain this? Julio Jones was good, but I think he got older too. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how to. Well, I don't know if I'm explaining it well enough the way I want to, but point being is that he was definitely one of those players that he had a lot of hype coming in, and he even had a good few years. But after those few years, he definitely didn't have what he needed to have.
Okay, so that'll wrap up. Actually, no, we have the AFC West. I mean, the Chiefs really just. What are they doing?
There's nothing they need to do.
Hollywood Brown.
Okay. It is your lamest attempt yet to try to replace Tyreek Hill.
Yep. Again, they let a bunch of weapons walk that they shouldn't have last preseason or last offseason. And now they're struggling to add more white WRs. I mean, they
just won the freaking Super Bowl. I mean, why do they need to replace anybody?
That's true. I mean, that's probably the argument they're going to make. What are you talking about? We just won a Super Bowl without these weapons. How about you guarantee yourself more Super Bowls with more weapons?
LA, at least they actually signed Chris Jones to a long-term deal that's like 5 years for $158 million.
Oh, good. So he won't have to sit out the first week. Yeah,
Deshaun Watson, I think at some point will end up sitting out for Cleveland.
Well, no, but remember Chris Jones. The game against the Lions, the very first game. Oddly, yeah, that's funny. He sat out because they weren't going to pay him, and I remember we were all talking about this at that time. They needed to pay. They needed to pay Chris Jones. I just didn't. So finally, they paid him. How many more Tyreek Hills are they going to add? Now I heard a rumor that Tyreek Hill was wanting to go back.
No, it'll never be the same as it was when you end a series and then you reboot it. It's never the same as it was.
True.
Well, you get rebooted all the time and you come out the same.
Actually, if you want to talk about rebooted, my reboot's going to end up in your ass.
Well, as long as you can get it.
Aaron, he's going to like that, so I don't even know why you fed into that fantasy. Anyway, I mean, the AFC West really not many moves, honestly. So I guess we can skip over the whole.
Well, hold on, wait. No, the Raiders are the AFC West.
Okay,
didn't they trade Jimmy G?
Really, dude, you're gonna really say that Gardner Minshew is gonna take him to the playoffs?
No.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hey guys, let's get on the Minshew mania train.
Hey guys, let's go in the Gardner.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, moving on.
That was really thorny of you.
Oh, I'm gonna lay on your branch. Poor Austin, he can never have a good show.
All right, the NFC East really, meh.
God, don't even get me started.
Dallas basically signing Eric Kendricks. Okay, cool.
I mean, finally we get a linebacker that's above 200 pounds, but really, Jerry, you let Tyron Smith, Leighton Vander Esch, Michael Gallup, oh my
Dorrance
Armstrong, a bunch of other rotational pieces go, and your move is, I'm gonna add one more defensive piece, and we should be good.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The Cowboys being inactive, it's just
kind of like one step forward, but like 8 or 9 steps back.
A quarter step forward, not even a half. I take more. Okay. I do more jumping. Right. Jackson, they took steps, and I only do 2.5. Okay,
well, I'll give you credit for that. You're right, but I was trying to give them a little bit more.
No, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. The Cowboys ended last season with bad coaching. And then they decided we're going to keep our head coach because he's amazing, even though the Packers got rid of him for, I don't know, this exact reason. And then apparently they don't think they need to replace anybody. Okay, you release people. I'm fine with you releasing people. You're not going to replace anybody, though? Oh, we made one signing. One. That's it. Other teams are making 3, 4, 5 signings. I'm probably exaggerating the 5, but still.
No, you're doing fine, honestly.
I mean, it's just they're making moves to win. What's Jerry doing? He's making moves to, oh, well, we'll see. We'll see. No, how about you get us to a Super Bowl, you 80-year-old faggot-ass bastard?
I mean, again, and Jerry Jones is proving that he just needs someone to delegate for him because he's not.
That's not his son.
Thank you.
No. Stephen Jones is the one who got rid of Amari Cooper to pay Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott has done nothing for Dallas. Nothing.
While we're on the subject, this is what I was actually bringing up with Jason. I don't know if you saw this on ESPN, Aaron, but what is your take on Dak Prescott getting investigated for the sexual assault?
Yeah, I am curious to your opinion on that, actually.
Jason, you can take that one for a few minutes, and then we'll hear Aaron's opinion.
Okay. Well, from the reports that I'm reading, it was either 2021 or 2017. Okay. So, Dak comes in as a rookie in 2016. Ends 2017, doesn't really do nothing. Okay, whatever. 2019, 2020, he takes Jerry to the effing bank, and he takes him to the cleaners, and Jerry gives him $75 million up front with $40 million coming out in the years after in a 4-year deal. Okay? So, let's say, now Dak Prescott, I think, has a wife or a longtime girlfriend. So, let's say that you're this girl, and you actually had intercourse with Dak Prescott. Okay.
Along with bragging rights, what else did you get?
Right. But let's say that it was consensual. Let's say it's consensual. Here's what I think and I know happened. Unless this girl's got proof, which there's none, I think what actually happened was what happened with Samantha Wilson. I'm pretty sure that's her name, Vin Diesel's assistant.
Sorry.
These bitches are going broke. I'm sorry, girls, women, things, whatever they are, feminists.
Whatever you call them.
They're going broke, or they're going broke, and they know, okay, well, I fucked Dak before. Dak's a famous football player. Let me go after him now. Or they had other football players that they were riding, getting with, and they were paying for things. Or they lost their job, whatever happened. And let's say 7 years later, you're now going to make a accusation. I think this is a money grab.
This is the same problem that they have all the time. Why do you wait so long to bring this shit up?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's such emotional trauma. I couldn't do it until now. Yeah, but the problem is if you've got physical evidence right then and there, then it's easier to make a case if it actually happened.
And it's also a slap in the face to females and males that do get raped, but especially females that do get raped and do get, and I know we can't say that on YouTube, but I don't. They do get sexually assaulted and harassed and all that, and they have an actual problem case to present. But then you get assholes like these that don't have a case, that ran out of money, that are broke, and are just looking for a settlement. She's probably looking for Dak to lose his job, a settlement from Dak, or a jail sentence and a settlement from Dak, or all three.
And you could have ruined his life. Where if let's suppose he hadn't done something, it doesn't matter whether they did it or not. The fact that is linked to your name ruins your career forever. If you want proof, look at the case between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
No, and if you want to tie it to football, look at that guy from the Bills, that punter, Matt Araiza.
He just made it back.
Huh?
He just made it back though, but now he's with the Chiefs.
Oh, they got him?
Yeah, the Chiefs got him.
When?
He was actually there. He was playing for them this year.
No, because this was happening this year.
Yeah, no, it would happen this year.
Okay, but the problem is,
it's besides the point, though.
No, besides the point. What did that girl say? Oh, he gang raped me, and he did this, and he did that. Now, Dak did admit, or not Dak, Matt did admit that, hey, yes, I did sleep with her, but
he held himself accountable.
He held himself accountable, but he left an hour before this supposed gangbang happened, and she was inviting the guys to do it and enjoying it. There's a video.
Well, it's not gang rape then. If she wanted it, then it's not rape at all.
Exactly. And she was bragging and saying that she's an 18-year-old girl. If I go to a high school and a girl tells me she's 18 and I get with her and it turns out she's a 15, 16-year-old girl, I'm in deep shit because I know I'm at a high school party. If a girl comes to my college parties, okay, at UNLV, and she says, I'm an 18-year-old girl, I'm 19, and I found out she's 17, I'm pretty much not really liable because you're in an adult party. I'm going to assume that whoever I hook up with or talk to is about an adult age.
Well, and there's
tell that dude that's in prison that wrote that song that you sent me the other day.
Oh, he's not actually in prison. Yeah, but he wasn't at an adult party, so
I was quite embarrassed. That was quite an example, though, I will say.
No, but that's the thing is that these girls and that girl for Matt Araiza literally said him losing the job was a boost for me. She didn't do it because she was actually raped. She did it because she just wanted to accuse someone. I know personal friends. I have family. And God rest her soul, rest in peace, my friend Jenny, who was actually raped. And that's a slap in the face to women who were actually had actually something happen to them. It's
one of those boy who cried wolf situations.
Yeah. So I think this is all big bullshit story. She knew that Dak was going to get that extension. She needed that money. She probably tried extorting him for money too. Oh, hey, Dak, I need a car. I need a house. I need money. I did that. Nah, fuck you. I just fucked you once. and she's coming
Let
after
the
him.
man have his life.
Right, but now she can't. And now, if this is what takes out Dak Prescott and we got to go for a quarterback, we're fucked.
Well, it's like, again, the whole thing is not fair because Dak Prescott, while he may not have been like the playoff worthy quarterback, he was a leader for you guys.
Sure.
At least he knew how to get things done in the locker room,
in the bathroom.
Very nice. Very true.
Yeah, but not in the field, not on the field.
Yeah.
But my point is, if this is what takes out Dak Prescott, that's gonna make me sad. I'd rather Dak Prescott go out because he's traded, because he's released by the team.
He's absolute trash.
Right. I don't think that a fake ass sexual assault accusation coming out fucking 6-7 years later, fucking bitch. I don't think that should be happening. Stop. You're just slapping every other female in the face, if this is untrue, who actually goes through this crap.
Yep.
And we don't condone sexual assault in any way, shape, or form, except me with Aaron. I mean,
and mind you, I did hear that, but I'm gonna ignore it. Mind you, what I'm saying is from somebody who's not necessarily a Cowboys fan. I'm a man of principle. I'm gonna think what I think about it.
Well, I'm not a Bills fan, and when I saw that Matt Araiza thing, I said, we have to punish anyone that comes out and makes a false accusation. If Matt Araiza, if there was no video and there was no evidence, it would have been he said, she said, and the jury would have convicted him with no evidence. And he would have been behind bars for 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
He would have been indicted.
He would have been indicted. And what happens to girls that do get prosecuted for lying? A year in jail, 6 months in jail, 2 years.
Not even
That's
that.
it.
Not even that. Sometimes. Oh, the trauma you suffered is enough of a punishment.
Yeah. Or she already served credit time, 6 months. No, you lie. Whatever the average sentence is, even if it's 5 years, you serve that. Because there needs to be a law like
accountability. Accountability.
There needs to be accountability. I can't just go and yell fire in a building. Why? Because you could hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
Anyway,
let's move on. No notable Giants signings, actually, except for the loss of Saquon Barkley. And we'll talk about the Eagles right here in a second. But do you think... Well, the Giants... Actually, correction. They signed Drew Lock.
Fucking idiots. Like Danny.
They locked it down. Get it?
They locked the fact that they aren't going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
That was locked for decades, bro.
If you're a Giants fan, you must be so sad. I mean, who's sadder, a Raiders fan or a Giants fan?
No, I'm going to go even further than that. If you are a fan of the Carolina Panthers, you must be sad.
Oh my Lord Jesus. That man does not know what he's doing in that ownership. No, but and Luke Combs, I don't know if you heard Aaron. Luke Combs went after him too. But I don't know who's sadder, a Giants fan, a Raiders fan, or a Panthers fan.
Or all of them,
all of them, or because the Raiders. Well, we didn't talk about the Raiders. The Raiders can't get anything together.
That's why we didn't cover the Raiders, because there's nothing happening.
No, but they lost their already. How many stores they had? Derek Carr when they got here. Derek Carr leaves. And then they had who? They had Jimmy G.
The Garoppolo. He's got Garoppoloaded.
He got Garoppoloaded on a truck and left. Where did he go? I forgot.
I don't even. Oh, Rams.
The Rams. So they dropped the Garoppolo there. And
they dropped the Garoppolo. Well done.
Like a steak. The Raiders aren't doing anything. The Panthers, that man, David, what's his name? The owner, David Tuck, whatever his name is, he can't run an organization to save his life. Come on. And the Giants, they had that fluke season, and all the Giants fans thought they were worth something. They're not. So, as for the Eagles,
and that's the team. Okay, so let's talk about the Kenny Pickett side of things first. So obviously, Kenny Pickett went from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia.
Kenny Pickett did,
huh?
Kenny Pickett did.
Yeah,
Well, wait. So why were we saying, "Oh, Kenny Pickett be the third starter and all that," and you didn't correct us, you asshole? You're a bad host.
No, you didn't say that he was the third string guy.
I
Well,
I
him
did.
being in
Pittsburgh, I
Philadelphia
said.
may well be.
No, when we were talking about the Steelers, I said you could make Russell number 1, Fields number 2, and Pickett number 3, or Pickett number 2. And you didn't correct us.
I literally told you this the other day that Pickett was traded to Philadelphia. I said, "Oh, look, he doesn't have a far commute."
Oh, is that what you're talking about? Oh,
Yeah.
well, Kenny Pickett in Philadelphia, his career is going down the drain.
I don't understand why make these trades. Like Jalen Hurts already has a lock on the starting job in freaking Philadelphia.
Well, Jalen Hurts also.
Let's be honest. All Jalen
Wasn't he
Hurts
down
has
27-0 on the first half? Wasn't he down 27-0 in the first half of that playoff game, or the last game of the season? And then they had a bench Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So do they try out Kenny Pickett?
His offense is not built for him.
Yeah. Well,
It's not, but he does have a good set wide receivers where he can just sling it around to them.
Well, he also has Saquon Barkley.
That too.
Shit, yeah, he does.
I mean, wow, I can't believe, dude, this is like the third time since I've ever followed football that this happens. It first happened with freaking Terrell Owens, then it happened to DeMarco Murray, and now freaking Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, agreed.
Notice a common denominator: the Eagles.
They're everywhere, man. Like Joe Biden says, "Come on, man." Here's the deal. I love Saquon Barkley's tweet and his behavior after he left the Giants. I mean, he was like, "Yeah, I'm out of there,"
and then he apologized.
Dumbass. Well, he apologized because he's going to be doing the same thing to the Eagles. They're a failure of an organization. Well, compared to the Giants, they won one Super Bowl.
I'll say this: at least with the Eagles, he's got some sort of coverage.
Yeah,
true.
But get ready to learn how to do the tush push there, Saquon Barkley.
Well, aren't they getting rid of it, or have they voted?
I don't know if they are or not, but from what I heard, they have not made any plans to actually get rid of it yet. So,
what, the franchise tag?
No, the tush push.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard anything either.
Or I think, as Aaron calls it, the brotherly shove.
But both of them are names for it. It's not just.
Yeah, it goes for either or.
The brotherly shove. That just sounds horrible.
Well, you got to know you didn't. Well, Philadelphia is
sounds like a colonoscopy gone wrong.
Well, yeah, the bros. Yeah.
Well, the reason why they call it the brotherly shove is because apparently Philadelphia is known as the city of brotherly love.
But still, it sounds freaking wrong, dude.
It really does.
Brotherly love, huh?
It sounds so wrong. It's like,
if they're known as the city of brotherly love, what's Aaron known as?
I'm known as a bad motherfucker.
On the toilet.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. Look, I'm the one making paint peel, okay?
All right.
Washington.
I'm sick and tired of talking to them about them all week. They got a bunch of rotational pieces that.
By the way, did you share that story with Jason that I shared with you about the lawsuit?
Oh yeah. Apparently, a bunch of Native Americans are thinking that it's wrong that they changed the name.
I think so too.
They're suing.
Well, apparently the guy in the logo was an actual person.
Oh,
his name was Chief Whitecoat.
You know, such a white name.
But they're not white. They're Indian, you asshole. God, you know, Oscar.
He's talking about the dude that's on the logo.
I know.
Yeah.
But he wasn't white. You know. I think Well, first off, don't you have Kingsbury there? You got who's the other coach they hired? You got Dan Quinn.
They got Joe Whitt.
Joe Whitt.
Joe Whitt.
Joe Whitt.
Is this going to improve Washington? Yes. Because Dan Quinn has been known to actually have winning seasons. How far will it take you? I don't know. Now, who's your quarterback again?
Right now, Marcus Mariota, but they're drafting someone because they traded away Sam Howell to Seattle. So
Sam Howell, the next starting quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to. I'm sorry. Like, there's just some things you have to freaking laugh at as much as you humanly possibly can.
At least Washington got a 3rd-round pick and a 5th-round pick back for him.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point because he was declining in value.
He's not worth that value.
Well, he's been declining in value over time.
He's like a woman in her 40s thinking she can still compete with a 25-year-old hottie.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
That's a Jason.
Anyway, let's try to speed this along.
That's what she said.
Like Henry Ruggs. Oh, no.
Okay.
Like you sweeping things under the rugs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like Richard Sherman. Oh.
The Shermanator.
Okay.
Anyway, NFC North. So DeAndre Swift goes to Detroit. Detroit really got to stop taking a bunch of NFC North running backs. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, and Green Bay needs to learn.
I think this is a good piece for Detroit. Detroit just barely missed it.
I mean,
oh, sorry, DeAndre Swift went to the Bears. Apparently, meh, whatever.
So did the Lions get anything?
I'm scrolling right now, but I'm on the Bears right now. Let's talk about the Bears actually, and what this means. The Justin Fields trade means for them.
The Bear claws
are even worse than before.
So you do not think that Caleb Williams is going to fail in their organization too?
Yes, because they don't know how to work with quarterbacks. They undervalue them. They underestimate them. They don't take care of them. They don't take care of their craft. They don't improve their craft. And of course, Caleb Williams would fail under the Bears. Of course.
But they do got a nice set of wide receivers. I'll give them that. Like Keenan Allen. Like, I don't know what the Chargers are doing getting rid of their set pieces, honestly. They got rid of Keenan Allen. They got rid of Mike Williams.
It's like I feel like so many teams have been looked in the mirror and said, you know what we need to do? We need to get rid of our best asset. That's the right fucking thing to do.
I want to gain 50 pounds.
Freaking... I'm sorry, but now Jim Harbaugh, I said that they need to go 4-0. It's going to be looking like they're going to be 1-3. Because who is Justin Herbert going to throw to?
Absolutely fucking
Jim Harbaugh.
Exactly.
Shit, that's right.
Anyway, so yeah, Keenan Allen went. So at least silver lining for Caleb Williams. At least he got a nice set of wide receivers.
Again, can they work with them? Can they are they going to take the best assets that he can offer, the best tools and resources he can offer, and dumb them down? Because that's what they did to Fields. Fields was a great pick. And look what they did to him. And when he criticized the team, he was right. I mean, Caleb Williams has...
It's a rarity when they are, but when they are, they are.
They are. And I don't... Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Caleb Williams has a choice.
No.
On who to... Now, can he decline it? If they say, hey, you're being drafted by the Bears? No.
He can do the Peyton Manning... the Eli Manning move, where Eli Manning said that because the Chargers had the first overall pick in 2004, And he was like, I'm not going to play for the Chargers. You guys better not pick me. What did the Chargers do? They picked him. So he was like, you know what? I'm not going to show up. So basically what the Chargers had to do with the Giants was they had to trade Eli Manning for Phillip Rivers.
That's funny.
Well, and maybe Caleb. I don't think Caleb Williams will do that. I don't.
There was one player. I think Caleb Williams is also that same player that said if he's going to play for a team, he needs to have part ownership of that team.
I don't think that was Caleb Williams.
That's actually not legal. So
that's how are you going to have part ownership of a team and that's like gambling, and then you get traded to another team and you win a Super Bowl with that other team, but you still own that other team? It's a joke.
That's what I heard though. I heard that he was playing for a
By
team.
the way, props to you, Aaron, for multitasking.
Yeah.
You've been playing your video game the entire time.
I have, and I honestly, I've been in the middle of like getting so many. I've gotten so many collectibles from Fleet missions while talking to you guys. Yeah.
Well, all I know is, I mean, are these good moves? Caleb Williams, I would not go to the Bears. But again, Caleb Williams doesn't strike me as a player that's going to complain. I think he's just going to be excited to be in the draft. However, he's the highest valued quarterback in the draft this year.
But the question is, does he know that value? Because you can know that value too much. You can know that value too much and then expect the world from people and not get it.
Well, and is he... I think people took a chance. I think the Chargers caved to Eli Manning because they just saw, well, I don't know. Maybe they realized that another team would take them off their books, and they needed a quarterback, so they let him go. Other teams might not be so hot, and then might not be cool with him not showing up. And then, let's say the Bears say, hey, Raiders, hey, I don't know, Washington, hey, whoever, you guys need a quarterback. And Caleb Williams might not get a job, and he will just have to go do whatever he does.
I feel like there's always it's always like a double-edged sword when you're able to do a successful trade with somebody in your own division, because it will come back to bite you in the ass.
All right, let's move on to Detroit. Really don't have any notable signings. I guess they're running back with the same old team. So,
well, they need to make some key moves.
Yeah, but they haven't as of yet. So.
Well, they need somebody other than Dan Campbell in the office.
That is true.
And Dan Campbell's a great leader. Dan Campbell has
he's not a good play caller.
No, he is not. I'm a better play caller than fucking Dan Campbell.
That's okay. All right, so let's talk about the Packers then. And we forgot one dude who decided to leave the Raiders. Mr. Josh Jacobs.
And they got rid of Hunter Renfrow.
And Hunter Renfrow is also gone. That's right.
Yep.
And by the way, again, I preface this by saying, why the hell are teams getting rid of good players? We're getting into
the Raiders. What do you expect?
Well, the Raiders didn't want to pay Josh Jacobs.
Well, and and the Packers do.
Yes. They did. They got him let me see what the contract is.
Listen to my point here, though. Somehow, they're willing to do it, but they won't pay Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, though, is old as crap, though. This dude is younger.
Yeah, but Aaron Jones is still a phenomenal player. And
the Packers know what they've got with him. They know that when he's on point, when he is fit, this dude can run with the strength of 1,000 beasts. I mean,
he can run 1,000 yards in a day and not even flinch.
They developed him so well. What happened a few years ago when he couldn't make weight? What did the Packers do? They worked with him. They got him ready, and he had the best. He had the best season of his career.
Yep. Now, maybe I think what they're probably doing is keeping Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones.
No, Aaron Jones went to
oh, that's right.
I think.
And by the way, good job ruining his career because now he's going to have to share carries with Alexander Madison.
Yeah, but the Minnesota Vikings have Sam Darnold as their quarterback, so they're probably going to be running the football a lot this year.
Yep.
True though.
Oh boy.
And they're going to ruin Justin Jefferson.
Nothing says playoff bound like Sam frickin' Darnold.
Whoa.
That's the sound of their playoff
boy.
hopes. Actually, no. If I were to straight like wet fart right here, that'd be the sound. That'd be like Minnesota's playoff hopes.
Well, I think the Packers are. Look, Jordan Love. I still am on Jordan Love. I think he's a great quarterback. I think he allowed Brock Purdy to stick around, and that's again. He allowed him to stick around, just like Purdy allowed Mahomes to stick around. The point is, I think Jordan Love needs a couple more weapons, and we'll see Jordan Love in a Super Bowl and not too far long.
I would love to see it.
I would
Quite
love
frankly,
to see it.
what impresses me about Green Bay? It is at least 3 times in a row, maybe twice. If Jordan Love pans out, it could be 3 times. First ballot Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Some of the most impressive quarterback coaching historically I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, and of course, you can add Vince Lombardi to that.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. In his work with Bart Starr.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking consecutives, though. Like, to be able to, okay, you draft Brett Favre. Okay, Brett Favre gets old and leaves. Okay, you got Aaron Rodgers right after that. Okay, now Aaron Rodgers is leaving. If Jordan Love pans out the way they think he will, this will be insane in terms of a dynasty because you could have 3 Hall of Fame starting franchise quarterbacks back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
That's unheard of.
Yeah.
But all right. Let's move on to the NFC South. We're gonna start off with the Atlanta Falcons, who got
they can win now.
Choking Kirk Cousins, but as long as they can get to that playoff hump, I think they're fine.
I mean, they've got Drake London, they've got Kyle Pitts. I mean,
Bijan Robinson.
Yep. Cousins has people to throw to.
Tyler Algier.
Yep. Cousins has people to throw to.
Kirk Cousins is bad at primetime. He's bad.
No, there's no doubt about that.
But here's the thing, because the Falcons don't get a lot of primetime coverage and a lot of 1 p.m. games, I feel like at least if the Falcons at least get to 9 wins, they're fine. They'll win that division.
Yeah, and by the way,
what's going to happen if they get 9 wins? They're going to flex it. They're going to flex the schedule. And by the way, we're doing Sunday Night Football with the Falcons.
You're not wrong.
Here's the thing that I will say to you. I think even if they were to flex the schedule, the NFC South is just so terrible that even Kirk Cousins at 50% could win a division title there.
Okay, but if we're talking about Sunday Night Football.
Oh, by the way, hold on before we move on. Or before we continue, sorry, Jason. Your boy Desmond Ridder got traded to the Arizona Cardinals.
I mean, it will. I'm actually intrigued to see what happens there because have they moved on from Kyler Murray?
No.
Okay, Kyler Murray gadget plays with Desmond Ridder. Let's go.
Oh my
God. And they'll still beat teams like the Cowboys who don't prepare.
Yes, they'll still beat teams like. I'm gonna cry. It's so funny.
Oh my God. What was I saying?
Kirk Cousins in prime time.
Kirk Cousins, imagine, okay? Atlanta Falcons, New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins.
Oh, shit.
8 p.m. Eastern.
They both choke.
No,
it'd be a 3-0 win for whatever one of those teams.
No,
not that bad.
Aaron, come on. He might have had a sorry ass playoff performance in 21 that Oscar got a lot of hate comments for and 1,000 views, but or Monday Night Football.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Atlanta Falcons in against the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, I would love it. I would love every bit of
Monday
that.
Night Football, ESPN, Troy Aikman, and Joe Buck.
More like Joe Fuck.
I mean, come on. He's not ready for that.
No, he's not. And that's what makes it so funny.
What was that Saturday morning game, Oscar, that he still lost?
Oh, fuck. Was it against the Bills?
Yeah, I think so. It was a Saturday.
Yeah.
No, he won that game. He won that game against the Bills.
But he struggled through most of it.
He did. There's no doubt about that.
And I don't trust the Falcons. Ever since Dan Quinn left, I do not trust them.
I mean, I don't blame you for that, mainly because Dan Quinn just makes crappy decisions on the reg, but
He's a better head coach than Mike McCarthy.
again, you're setting that bar pretty damn low.
At least, Dan Quinn did. Well, Mike McCarthy has a Super Bowl to his name. Dan Quinn choked in his, so.
Yeah, but that Super Bowl was how 30 years ago for Mike McCarthy?
Still won a Super Bowl over Dan Quinn.
Well, not over, but yeah, not against. But you had a first ballot Hall of Famer in Aaron Rodgers. You had Christian Watson. You had Aaron Jones. You had all these dudes, and you could not get them to the Super Bowl twice. Dan Quinn has the ability to get Washington to the Super Bowl. Can he win it? Not if he has a Kyle Shanahan.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Saints, no moves worth noting. Buccaneers, basically they re-signed Baker Mayfield. They re-signed
By the way, was that a multi-year contract for Baker, or was that just one more year?
No, multi. 3 years.
Come on, math genius. Tell him the figures. Come on.
He's just salty that I brought it up during a live stream.
Was he wanting Baker Mayfield to play secretly to play for the Cowboys?
No, ew. No, because ew, fuck you. No.
I just love our friendship so much. I had to bring it up.
I'm gonna slap you in the face with my dick. Anyway. Oh boy,
That's
okay.
a ballsy move, buddy.
Oh, you're gonna get all the balls too. The thing is
the Pillsbury dough farting.
$50 million guaranteed, $100 million. Hey, look, they were able to figure out Baker Mayfield. Now their offensive coordinator left.
Yeah.
So how's that gonna work?
Well, here's the thing: the deal is team friendly enough where if he fails in this next year, they can get out of the contract the following year. So.
Oh, so they got a withdrawal option.
Basically.
Damn, that's hardcore.
They got more withdrawal options than a dude who gets a woman pregnant just by the pullout.
They've got more withdrawal options than an addict after a bender.
Oh, they got more withdrawal options than an ATM.
Nice one.
They've got more withdrawal options than El Chapo does. Oh wait, he can't get out.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to the NFC West.
Oh boy, here we go.
I don't see any impressive moves on. Really, the 49ers really lost a lot of their players to free agency to other teams. That's all I'm gonna say.
Didn't they get rid of Brandon Ayuk?
Ayuk.
Let me see. I'm looking. Okay, I'm at the Rams, so I think the 49ers is the next team. Oh wow, the Rams got Jimmy Garoppolo. Already covered that.
Jimmy Gag.
We're like Jimmy Crack Corn, and they don't care.
All right, let's see. No. I don't see. I didn't see anything about Brandon Ayuk going to other teams. He would have been on the list since I've been skimming, so I guess he's still with the 49ers right now.
I wonder who Renfro's going to.
Yeah, who is Renfro going to?
I haven't seen him on the list. He's still a free agent.
Wait, but hold on. What did the 49ers do?
Nothing.
Well, Brock Purdy's a fraud. I know a lot of 49ers fans like, how is he a fraud? And just because he didn't win the Super Bowl, so the person that doesn't win the Super Bowl is a fraud. You guys hyped him up so much. You guys said he was the best thing since sliced bread. And he didn't amount to it. He let Patrick Mahomes stick around. Now, Kyle Shanahan is the biggest fraud on that team. Brock Purdy, I will give him 2 more chances. Kyle Shanahan has now been to 3 Super Bowls, once as a coordinator, twice as a head coach. He has failed.
He lost to his own damn brother.
So, no, Dad. Was it?
No,
Whatever it is.
It was the Harbaugh brothers Super Bowl.
We're not talking about Harbaugh. We're talking about Kyle Shanahan.
No, yeah, he lost to his dad, yeah.
No, he didn't. He never played with it.
No. But Kyle Shanahan, again, he was with that Dan Quinn offensive play. He was with that Dan Quinn team in 2017?
2017. Mm-hmm.
2017, 28-3, and Kyle Shanahan failed that Super Bowl. Yeah, we could blame Dan Quinn. That's absolutely true. But Kyle Shanahan was a fraud then. Then he goes in 2020, loses to the Chiefs. Now he goes 2021, he loses in the divisional round. 2020 with Jimmy G. 2022, he loses in the NFC Championship round because they forgot that they needed to bring quarterbacks. They didn't know they were required.
Oh no! What I find funny is the freaking the Broncos having to play a whole game without a quarterback thanks to COVID.
Right. That was like how,
I think they won that game too, which is even funnier.
Well, my point is, Kyle Shanahan goes again this year. The best chance he's ever had to win a Super Bowl. Great quarterback, great offense, terrible offensive line, but great defense. And what happens? He gets really cute and, we didn't know the rules. I don't care if you don't know the rules. The goal in overtime is to let the other team get behind. He only goes for the field goal. Kyle Shanahan is not good for big name moments or big game moments. When it's really on the line, Kyle Shanahan is the biggest fraud in San Francisco aside from the Democrats who run that city. So, Santa Clara, but still. Brock Purdy's a fraud, but Kyle Shanahan, the biggest fraud in the NFL, in my opinion.
Agreed.
And if they don't make any moves this year, they need to fix up that offensive line. You're going to really rely on Trent Williams the whole time?
Well, and he's getting old too.
Yeah. He's like 34, 35, so yeah.
He's got 71 reasons why he's getting older.
Yep.
So how many do you have?
Your mama.
Anyway. All right. That'll do it for the free agency moves for now. If there are any big moves for week 2, we'll be back for week 2 of free agency. Hopefully not. Because
I know that this was a lot.
That was exhausting.
Oh, jeez.
That's what she said.
Shut up, I was say, just shut up, Aaron.
He's so used to saying it to you that he.
Yeah. So if that's what she said, what did you say, Aaron?
Everything.
He said, "Get away from me, you psycho," is what he told her, because that her is Maddie.
Oh. No, well, yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna show up one day dead in a ditch, and it's gonna be she that did it.
Are you sure it's not her and not the alligator?
They're actually, that her. No. Okay, no. Let's be real now. Her and the alligator might be, bro. Let me say this joke. Her and the alligator might be in cahoots.
I mean, they're both swamp things, so.
That's true. That's true. I love it. That's my freaking humor.
Oh, that's funny.
That's my damn humor.
Anyway, All right. Well, this was Golden Truth episode 35. We are done for this episode. Again, like I said, if anything happens in week 2, we'll be back. But the next live stream will be the baseball live stream, football live stream.
Yeehaw!
If we break even more stuff down, we'll be back. But most likely, we're gonna sit back and wait for the draft and do our annual draft party. So
We'll call it the We Feel a Draft in Here party.
Woohoo!
anyway, alrighty. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to both mine and Jason's channels. They will be in the description. Follow Aaron on. You have a TikTok, right?
Yep, Aaron Faxon 852 at TikTok.
All right, there you go. Do that. Also follow us, me and Jason, on TikTok as well. Until then, guys, have a good evening. Peace.